Before I begin, I'd just like to say this is not going to be the deep or serious video some of you guys are expecting. I'm not making this video to bring attention to underappreciated songs, to flaunt my knowledge of the underground, or to introduce you guys to new acts. I'm making this video to prove that there was some decent music in 2014, something many people don't seem to realize. So if you're gonna comment with some pseudo-intellectual bullshit like you need to look further into music, just don't, okay? If you want intellectual stuff, Spectrum Pulse, Album Review TV, and The Needle Drop are the way to go. Well, I've droned on for long enough. No honorable mentions this time. Let's just get right into it.
This is the best song ever made in the world. This is the best song ever made in the world.
People are very quick to forget things nowadays. It seems now that artists pop in and out of public relevance in the blink of an eye. But throughout the year, the same question was on everyone's minds. And that question was...
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
And there go half my viewers. I kind of feel like I'm gonna lose a bunch of respect for this choice, given how much hatred this song managed to collect this year. And not just from contrarians, there are legitimately droves of people who hate this song on a musical level. But of course most of them just think it's stupid, which really isn't much of a valid critique of the song if you ask me. I mean, if you're going into a Little John song expecting any real lyrical complexity, you should probably rethink some of your life choices. It's just trying to be a club song. So the way I see it, if it works as a club song, it works. And this definitely works.
Turn down for what?
And most of that is due to the masterful work of DJ Snake, for basically taking 4 different loops and making them into a pitch-perfect club song. Just similar enough to be cohesive, but just diverse enough to be refreshing. Just catchy enough to dance to, and with enough lasting appeal to survive even the most tedious of repetition. And the casting of Little John was spot on. The appeal of Little John has always been his loud, insane, fun brand of stupidity. This song is loud, insane, very fun, and very, very stupid. It's a match made in heaven. Now, if this song is so great, why isn't it higher on the list? Well, the inane thrill of unbounded stupidity is fun for a while, but it wears itself out pretty quickly. Also, you know, sometimes I'm just not in the mood for stupid. Or maybe I'm in the mood for a quieter, more subtle stupid. For example,
it has a lot of good beats and a lot of good singing, and the music is so good that even scientists don't know what it is.
Well, now that I've lost half my viewers, time to lose the other half.
Every time that you get undressed, I hear Sam.
Yes, Jason Derulo made it onto my best list. I know, I'm a terrible critic, I'm an idiot, I have no taste in music, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yes, it's all true, let's just get that out of the way. And yes, the lyrics to this song are flat out ridiculous, filled with nonsensical metaphors and comparisons that are basically unfinished.
Is it weird that your ass remind me of a Kanye West song? Kanye West song.
It's stupid. It's all very, very stupid, but it's a fun kind of stupid. I mean, it's not like Jason is taking any of this seriously. I mean, listen to him, you can practically hear him laughing.
Song every time.
I don't think this is meant to be the sex jam people seem to think it's supposed to be. I see it as more of a blissful track about how love makes you say stupid stuff. And on that level, I actually think it works extremely well. Personally, I think the song's strongest point is the production. Sure, it's pretty weightless and it's not too memorable, it's nothing that lasts, but it's incredibly bouncy, really cohesive, and very happy sounding. In fact, the production is what really sells the song for me. It gives the lyrics context in a way. Anything darker would have been way too serious in contrast to the lyrics, and anything lighter would have been sickening. It hits that perfect tone between serious and stupid that's hard to deny. Do I think this would work as any kind of legit sex jam? No. But as a fun, bouncy little pop track, it passes with flying colors. Is Jason a talentless hack? Yes. Do virtually all of his other songs suck major ass? Yes. But come on, let the man have some fun for once, alright?
This is the best song ever made in the world. This is the best song ever made in the world.
Now, some of you may remember me saying some pretty negative things about DJ Mustard. I hate DJ Mustard. DJ Mustard is bar none the laziest producer currently working. There is no personality, no charm, no creativity, and no effort in any of his beats. They are the absolute bare minimum every time. Every single song he puts out is absolute garbage. Every single one. Absolutely awful. Well... Figures, since I've already destroyed both my credibility and my integrity, I might as well go back on my word. DJ Mustard is a really shitty producer, the absolute bottom of the barrel. But even the shittiest of producers are still capable of crafting some gems once in a while. As far as DJ Mustard beats go, this is a masterclass of complexity and layering. The The song is full of instruments and loops, but it never once feels cluttered. Each element has its place in the song, and each additional sound serves to further the song's quality. It all meshes really well with Tinashe's vocals into a really enjoyable, seductive, subtly atmospheric club banger. This song is solid top 5 material, or at least it would be if it weren't for Schoolboy Q's excruciating guest verse.
Pull your panties down from under you, beat that pussy up, make you wanna holla Q.
It's so obnoxiously aggressive and dirty, it completely misses the point of the song, and really only serves to break up the atmosphere. I've heard versions of this song without Schoolboy Q's verse, and trust me, they are so much better. Still though, this is a genuinely good song, and much better than most of DJ Mustard's other stuff.
Other songs make people dance like Beyonce and Eminem's, but they are not the best song ever made in the world.
Of all the artists to suddenly show up in the midst of 2014, these guys were definitely some of the most interesting, as well as some of the best. This song is pretty much the same 8 measures repeated over and over with little to no variation. The chorus and the verses sound pretty much exactly the same. It's almost 5 minutes long. I've heard it several times a week for almost 6 months straight, and I'm still not tired of it. Seriously, I could listen to this song for 10 days straight and still enjoy it just as much each time. This song has a great sound to it. The tribal beat mixes well with the adult alternative elements and creates a mood that's both uplifting and relaxing at the same time. I also really like the structure of the song. Both Nico and Vinz offer a different take on the central idea, leading to 2 very different narratives being told that are both based on the same simple premise. While Nico and Vinz sound pretty similar as vocalists, their verses are both different in tone and message. It's a pretty interesting touch. I really do hope that Nico and Vinz can maintain their mainstream success while still releasing songs of this quality. But of course, judging by their follow-up single, neither of those are very likely to happen. Ah well, flash in the pan's better than no flash at all. Hope they invested their iTunes money wisely.
If you like listening to songs with your ears, well, this is the song for you. You can listen to it while you jog or while you're running away from cars.
It's really hard to find a song that's somber without being boring. And 2014 gave us just that.
My face above the water.
I know that technically the Robin Schulz remix is the version that charted, but I'm including the original here because I do believe it's superior. Of course, the remix is in no way bad. I would like to give props to the remix for optimizing the song for public consumption while still keeping the somber feel of the original intact. I just feel that the original has more charm to it. The production is both incredibly smooth and fascinatingly deep. Each instrument blends together coherently into a really dark, captivating sound. I'm not really sure what the metaphor behind the lyrics is. Honestly, I've heard this song so many times I just kind of take them literally now. But the lyrics are pretty impressive on a technical level. The rhymes are solid, the choice of words is strong, and Mr. Probs' textured baritone perfectly captures the emotion behind them, being both distressing and soothing. But most of all, I would like to thank this song for introducing me to Mr. Probs, because this guy is straight up amazing. Seriously, check out some of his stuff, links in the description.
If you like eating sandwiches, you'll probably like this song. Because just like sandwiches, this song is not made out of glass.
I would never bring myself to enjoy even one of the detestable, insufferable, deplorable 3-minute interludes that this man falsely refers to as music.
I don't fuck with you, you little stupid ass bitch.
Yes, that's right. 2 DJ Mustard songs on the best list. But both for completely different reasons. While 2 On was a legitimately good song with an unbelievably abysmal guest verse, this is an unbelievably abysmal song with a legitimately good guest verse. It surpasses the limits of awful and then loops back around and becomes amazing. This song is the lord of ironic goodness. Every element in this song is beautifully abhorrent. From the dreary production, to Big Sean's unstable vocals, to the heavily irritating sample warped and looped throughout the track. It's pure gold. It's the kind of stuff that makes you step back and wonder how the fuck this even happened. And, as ironic as it may sound, the fact that someone, somewhere out there, thought this song was good is what makes it so great. Big Sean is trying so hard to sound like he's over this relationship and that he doesn't care, but it just ends up screaming in this high-pitched, warbly groan, and sounds like he cares way too much. Honestly, I can't tell which one's worse, Big Sean's whining or the constant sample of actual whining. This is the musical equivalent of a drunk phone call to your ex. In fact, this very well could have been an actual phone call between Big Sean and his ex that the studio just happened to catch on tape. I mean, it's unlikely, but you can't really disprove it. I especially love how, after the bridge, Sean gets really calm and rational for a second, only to start whining immediately afterwards.
I'm a 2 real, so I hope you doing cool. But still stupid ass bitch.
E40's verse is the only part of the song that's actually enjoyable in its own merits. I really do hope that after this song dies down, E40 is the one who gets the follow-up hit and Big Sean just fades back into obscurity. But of course, we all know that's not gonna happen.
This is the best song ever made in the world. This is the best song ever made in the world.
2014 was the year full of bad decisions in music. Getting Chris Brown to sing about disloyal girlfriends, letting Meghan Trainor blatantly recycle her first hit and sell it as her second one, letting Vine seriously affect the charts, the Nazi-inspired lyric video to Only, letting Young Thug open his mouth, just bad decisions all around. But I would like to state on record that getting Lorde to sing a song from the soundtrack to The Hunger Games is the best decision anyone has ever made. It takes a skillful artist to make a song for a movie soundtrack that's just as enjoyable as a separate piece of work as it is part of the whole experience. And Lorde did just that. Not only does this match up perfectly with The Hunger Games, it's also incredibly enjoyable on its own. Barring Tennis Court, this may very well be Lorde's best single to date. The verses are captivating. The excellent use of lyrical contrast matches perfectly with a somber, dark beat. The chorus is a gloriously vigorous mix of overwhelming atmosphere, powerful synths, strong percussion, and tactful vocal layering that perfectly sets a mood of domination and impending doom, further helped by Lorde's desperate yet controlled performance. It is a fascinating trip into the minds of a Hunger Game contestant, and unlike The Hanging Tree, you don't even need to sync it up with any footage from the movie just for it to hold any significance. Seriously, fuck The Hanging Tree, a flat piece of nothing.
If you like this song a lot, say that you like it a lot. I like it a lot.
It's honestly kind of funny. Sing used to be considered Ed Sheeran's big breakthrough. Now almost no one seems to remember it. And honestly, it's probably my least favorite of his singles. I mean, it's not bad. The beat's alright, it's got decent energy. I just don't really think it plays to Ed Sheeran's strengths as a performer. His falsetto is not something that should be relied on this heavily. I mean, the song was definitely a step in the right direction, I just think the execution's a little off. To think, if Ed had just stuck to his roots a little more, we might have gotten this song half a year early. I'm still yet to meet a person who doesn't like Don't. I've seen other critics' best lists, and pretty much every single one mentions Don't at some point. But no one really seems to place it high enough. I really can't find any fault with it, honestly. The production is solid, the melody's on point, the chorus is insanely catchy, the lyrics are somewhat complex, and they also sound good on a phonetic level. It's pretty much perfection amongst the acoustic guitar subgenre. It takes the energy and passion from songs like Sing, and combines it with the relaxed instrumentation, sincerity, and lyrical complexity of songs like The A-Team and Lego House. The end result is an intriguing song that is both highly entertaining and has near infinite lasting appeal. I've heard this song almost every day for at least 5 months and I'm still nowhere near sick of it. Now that is impressive. I do hope we hear more from Ed Sheeran in the next few years. Then again, odds are this is probably the best thing he'll ever make.
This is the best song ever made in the world. This is the best song ever made in the world.
See Katy Perry, see Maroon 5, see Selena Gomez. This is how you do easy listening correctly. If Don't is the very best of acoustic music, then this is the very best of easy listening music, for taking some of the most generic sounds imaginable and arranging them into a masterpiece. Honestly, there really is no reason for this song to be as good as it is. The instrumentation on its own is actually a bit of a mess. Random loops pop in and out at random times, the melodies don't really combine well, the build-up is unclear. This song should be a disaster, but something about that vocal performance just pulls it all together in the best of ways. It's just so jovial, so carefree, it's the perfect easy listening voice, and it really is a selling point to the song, making it widely enjoyable and infinitely replayable. It's almost miraculous, really. It may not be perfect, but personally, when it comes to 2014, there is no song I'd rather hear. Except this one.
Also, my best friend got killed when he got hit with a snake. But this is the best song ever made in the world.
Honestly, do I need to speak for this song? It pretty much speaks for itself. I mean, just listen to it.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Those verses, that build up, that chorus, the groove is undeniable and the energy is unmatched. It's impossible not to dance to this. This is retro done right. It borrows tons of 70s and 80s pop elements, modernizes them, and improves on nearly every single one. Those synths, that bass, those vocals. I've never been too big a fan of Bruno, but he really suits this song well. Really gets into it. In fact, he's almost as energetic on this track as the beat is. The Quote Model Critico, it's pretty much the audio equivalent to Bruno Mars flexing in a mirror, but damn does he sell it. This is easily the best retro hit we've had in the past few years, better than Get Lucky even. Most of the other retro hits are trying to be something special, but just end up being rehashes. This song promises you Uptown Funk, and it gives you Uptown Funk. And while there are a few questionable effects thrown in here and there, and the lyrics don't really mean much, this song still has a great deal of power behind it, far more than any other song on the charts. And I'd happily give it the official title of some random asshole's favorite hit song of 2014. And that's my list. So guys, what'd you think? Did you disagree with it entirely? Well, odds are I'm gonna hate every single song on the list in the next 3 months, so congrats, you're one step ahead of me. I'm the Double Agent, and I hate ties. See you in a couple weeks. See, this is why I hate ties.